I just got back from an exotic trip and I can't wait to share it with you guys. It started with a DM I received in my business WhatsApp saying, "Bro, I think my club's visuals can be better." And all of a sudden, I'm packing my bags, flying to some other country, making LED visuals. So yes, this vlog is going to be awesome. In this video, I'm going to break down everything from getting the job to traveling to this exotic location called My Seat in Chiang Rai, which is in the mountains of Thailand, how I break down the pain points of the owners and converting it to what I have to do with the LED and mapping and visuals, and then how I did the live visual set and made a playlist with chaser, pulse, outliners, hand over to the VJ in the house so that he could play this awesome set for the rest of the year. So if you are a VJ, you get to learn some cool tricks, and if you own a pub or a restaurant and you believe that you need an upgrade, you should stick to this video and see how it goes. Let's see. So it all started with a text message in our business WhatsApp account asking, "Bro, I have a club, I need an upgrade." So my question was, what kind of upgrade? And he sent me some photos of his club and he says that, yeah, I have a lot of LEDs installed already, but visually it makes no sense. So I could not understand what he was saying. And I said, okay, so what do you want me to do? And then he said, come to my place, fix my LEDs, and I believe you can do that. So long story short, some financial transaction and I applied for visa. So I was expecting to get the visa in 1 or 2 months because I heard that right now is the busiest season for Thailand because the tourist season is hitting. But very surprisingly, I got the visa in 10 days. So I just confirmed that, yep, I'm coming. Then I was waiting for a day to make time to travel to this another country because in Bangladesh also my busy season was hitting right there. So there came a week I could just make time to make this trip. So I reached out to them and say, I'm coming that date. So there you go. On the travel day, it was early in the morning. My flight was super early because I had to catch 2 flights, one international to Thailand and then one domestic from Thailand to Chiang Rai. I still had no idea where the place was and how the place was. So I kind of Googled and found that, yeah, it's a isolated, serene, non-touristy zone, but very isolated, and I was cool with that. Then I reached Thailand. The immigration was super nice and it was super fast because, you know, they follow their policy of tourism. So it was super easy for me. So I quickly changed the terminal and then I went to the domestic terminal. In the meantime, I could go to this lavish Thai lounge and have awesome foods. Thanks goes to my client, buy me business tickets. My flight was in the afternoon and when I was landing in Chiang Rai, it was dark and chilly up in the mountain. There I met my client, my bro, Chad.
Hello. And we're here in the side. See you soon.
Very fast, I checked into my hotel. It was pretty nice, as you can see. A small boutique hotel, decent one. I freshened up quick and I just headed to the pub because I have seen the videos, but seeing it with eyes is different. So I just had to see the place. So when I reached the pub, the place was closed, almost closed. So it was 7:30-ish. So I was kind of surprised. A pub almost empty in 7:30 is kind of weird, but the owners said it's super normal because customers here start showing up at 10. So I'm a citizen of Bangladesh. We don't have any nightlife, so it's very hard for us to calculate how a pub starts at 10. Then I asked him, when do you close? They say at 4. I say, we wake up at 4. I mean, our city people wake up at 4. Yeah, 6, 7 is our basic waking up time in Bangladesh. This was the pub. I took a walk around all the corners and took all the look at all the LEDs hanging, and as a bonus I looked at the lights also, because just to see how they would look visually. Then I checked out the patchings, how each and every LED was patched, because the place was empty, almost empty, and everything was in-house, so we could just run everything. So for that evening I decided to watch what is the regular event, what is an everyday event, to find out what would be something different, something new, and what would be the upgrade, visual upgrade. So to understand that, I had to see one regular night. So I decided to chill back, walk around, take a look around, and watch how this pub works, how visuals work, and also very importantly, how are these audiences. Because in this awesome, beautiful city, I found one person who spoke English with me. I'm coming to that later. So back to the LED layout. All the LEDs in the venue were patched to two separate processors, one for the center, and that center LED had patched with the same wing LED side for some reason. So the patching was like this, and then there was another processor dedicated for the DJ booth, and there was another processor for another LED outside the venue. So I don't know, and my suggestion at the end was to the owner was they should put a separate system for that, but they connected all the LEDs to one computer as the media server. So the first idea came to my mind was, what if we could play some awesome visual, immersive visual in the inside venue and make a copy of that visual to go at the doors. So outside the venue, people could see some audio reactive musical stuff is going on, a glimpse of that is going on, and they would walk inside and see the whole thing. So I pitched that idea to the owner, and he was blown away, and he completely agreed that yes, he wanted an immersive experience, means left, right means right. Some visuals come from center and go all the way around, not like an ATM machine kind of display. No disrespect to the LED installer before, but visually awesome. So I kind of sat with him afterwards and broke down all the he said and how could I convert them to technical terms. Like he said, he has LEDs installed all across the venue. All the LEDs around the venue looks like an ATM machine or a currency exchange room where they have text scrolls, but they have separate visual controls, and the whole thing was patched with one Resolume media server. The previous guy who installed the whole system, he made it with Resolume in an HD comp, and somehow multi-layer channel separate visuals to separate outputs, but it was super complicated and messy to control. So their visual guy, who was a great guy, because I saw him do visuals later that day, he was super limited with that Resolume. I felt like he was super limited. So on the night I reached, I kind of watched him doing VJs, and I kind of felt like this guy has potential, but he needs to explode with better playlist. So I was kind of taking notes. So very interesting thing happened. I brought my Novation Launchpad MK3 with me because that's the tiniest one, and I wanted to leave a token in the house. So I brought that review piece because before coming, I was talking to the owner, chat. He should get a MIDI controller for visual set before I appear or not, and he said yes, I'm going to order, and this might going to take long time. So I was completely not expecting any MIDI controller. That is why I took the Novation Launchpad MK3 as a backup one, because I personally feel very limited with visuals without any kind of MIDI controller. So MIDI controller should be there. Very, very surprisingly, the day or the moment I entered the backstage of the pub was the moment the Akai APC40 MK2, my recommended MIDI controller, my love for long time, my first right hand, I would say, was delivered. And I was just so surprised because I could make a proper playlist with APC40 MK2 and make great color controls to convert and to transfer it to another VJ so that he could operate without knowing nothing. So that was also one of the core job I had to do this time. So there you go, Akai APC40 MK2, right in time. So the night before, crowd started showing up at 10 p.m. and I was chilling around, eating up egg fried rice and watching crowd and watching what's going on. And I was checking out what kind of music goes on and what kind of visual goes on. One of the core idea that stunned me in this trip, I cannot wait to express it to you guys. So here it is. Imagine the idea. What do we think of VJs? They do visuals in festivals. Okay, the small VJs do in clubs. Smaller VJs do in corporate shows or wedding. Okay, VJs. I have found a complete new genre of VJs in this pub. Okay, here it goes. The band is super connected with the audiences, I saw, because I think it's a small town, so they all know each other. The band is completely interacting with the audiences, all in Thai, so I could not understand anything at all. So they were super interacting with each other. So once they hit the best moment of a song, the ending note, the singer says something with "fill up your bottles," and that is the moment they hit with the discounts on beer and wine. I was just stunned. That could be whole new application of VJing, like controlling VJ. Right when you want to put your visual, the visual is right, visual is there. That is what VJs should do. So that is one core point I took note in my mind, that my client in that pub needs a way where he could put some promo visuals, often change them and play them into any words, like overriding all the visuals. So back of my mind, I was breaking down to layers and groups, what kind of group I should be making for promo contents, what should be group, should be the visual groups, what should be the chaser effects groups, what should be another group for the visual LED outside the venue. So behind my back, I was considering those. Hi chat.
Hi.
So how was your LED according to your statement? Like what was the problem or challenge you were having?
We are having problem on doing FX, plugins, and setting up mapping layouts.
So afterwards, I went back to my hotel, take a deep shower because it was 2 flights and 3-hour or 2-hour walk around in the pub. After taking a shower, I laid back on my bed. Before I slept, I had to take notes. So I took out my phone and opened the note app and made a list of the things I should do. So I kind of dumped all the ideas I wanted to do. So I'm going to put that note on the screen and I'm going to explain each steps from there as I will be doing them. And then I slept. So I woke up in the morning and I tried to walk around the city. It was 11 in the morning, very sunny and chilly environment. So I kind of walked around. Then I took a walk to have some breakfast. So I almost saw nobody outside the city, but everything was open. So I was kind of surprised that yes, I know that very less people live here, but what happened to that? Later I found that the whole city wakes up even later, like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. So it was me who was early at 11 a.m. So I walked to this place to have some breakfast. She could not speak English, I could not speak Thai, but we could have some nice egg fry. So we had egg fry. Then I was picked up by the pub and then I went to the venue. Then for 4 hours, complete 4 hours, I made a playlist. Then I took a break. Then for 1 hour, I made newer playlists at transitions and fine tuning. Then I went back to my hotel. What happened between that time? That is the juiciest part you wanna hear. Let me break it down. So are you happy with the new mapping layout we're going to explode today?
Absolutely. So happy today. We got a lot of new stuff and we'll be playing it tonight.
Awesome. So you bought Resolume, Chaser, and Pulse. Are you excited to use them all?
Yeah, I'm excited to use that all today.
So this is how I work in that 4 hours. So I had to fix the Akai APC 40 MK2 because for some reason it wasn't getting there. Then I made a complete layer and group layout for their playlists. So separate groups. One group is called visual, means the whole visual. One group was for just the DJ panel. Another group was for the outside LED panel. And I made some layer routing so that the summary of the whole group of visual could go to the outside LED. The reason I said summary because I could not put the whole immersive visual into that outside venue LED because the pixel mapping won't support. So I had to trim a part of my full visual group that goes into one layer of another group called outside venue. So that way, whatever visual is in the club is going outside. Then we put the logo of Nakhwang on top of that. I had a very super funny experience in my life. I have done TeamViewer mapping. Yes, I'm going to tell you that story some other day. I have done projection mapping with TeamViewer. Sitting in Bangladesh, I did mapping in Doha just 1 month back. But this time it was even weird because I could not see what's going on. The aspect ratio was weird. I could not see what was going on the outside LED. So they called me in WhatsApp on my number, WhatsApp video call. One person was there and I was mapping, seeing that video call. I was saying I hit a new height. This is called WhatsApp mapping. And the last one was called TeamViewer mapping. So yes, I have done it both. But I think I could do widget mapping as well. So after I'm done making with all the layers and additional effects, I look back to arrange the Windows display outputs because that was also messed up in that computer. So I arranged it properly. Then I started adding screens into my Resolume. Then I started making slice, the mega juicy slices. So I started with making simple slices and making a proper slice transform for the whole venue so that I could use an immersive version as well as I could put any content to any LEDs. Because I started with slice transform, then the owner, awesome guy, he was so desperate and he was so crazy and he said, I want to buy Chaser right there. So he bought Chaser and I pitched him that I have seen your shows in your pub, you must need Pulse in your pub because in that pub 20 minutes of band is playing, 20 minutes of DJ is playing, 20 minutes of hybrid is playing, means a band and DJ, and the whole thing is so seamless and so sweet. I could not understand anything they were singing, but I was watching at the transition and the way they would take over one from each other, the whole stage. The full time they rocked the stage. So a venue like that needs Pulse because the VJ just could tap it sometimes they will have to tweak it, but rest of the time Pulse is going to be there for keeping everything BPM synced. That's what I do in this awesome place. So I made 5 effects per layer so that each layer could have their all effects trigger on off, and each FXS was connected to the dashboard, so one controller could control all the FXS. So my MIDI mapping was like that, and then I made a MIDI mapping, beautiful colorful MIDI mapping because it was Akai APC40 MK2. Then I made keyboard mapping as well because we need to have some override control, and keyboard is awesome for that because also in that specific area keyboard was super handy. So there were some keyboard mappings because by the time I made all my slice transforms and I have set up everything, I took time to make some wiper and make some chaser and of course some outliners, make them audio reactive, BPM sync and save them as preset so that the next VJ or the in-house VJ could drag them the preset and use the whole FX on top of any visual they would want. Then I took a quick break to clear off my brain for half an hour, walked around, then I come back to the club, and next 1 hour I converted some footages there they had because the club visual bank was okay, and I made some generatives and I took time to transfer my own playlist, which is Impogium, means impossible geometry. Another playlist where I have some anamorphic visuals made for life. That's my original playlist. So I transferred them. I was ready for that night. So I was getting ready for a 30 or 20 minute set with the DJ set. The pub ensured that I would know all the tracks coming, and I said, I'm okay, I will just follow the vibe. So here it go. So this is how it went. So next morning I had to wake up super early because my flight was early in the morning, and I planned to catch this fascinating temple called White Temple. This temple is not actually a temple. This is an art piece, a modern art piece. A guy whose name is completely complicated for me to pronounce, so I'm going to put his name on the screen. This guy spent all his money and effort to make this white immersive temple to portray all the desires or the dark things those are pulling us back, and he resembles purity on the center of the temple. That guy is so crazy. He claims that this temple is unfinished and he is going to continue making it until 2070. Yes, you heard it right. So he said he will be done. And this temple is also unusual temple because this temple doesn't have any monks or priests inside, because this is not a temple at all. It's a tribute kind of thing or a concept kind of thing. So I took a look around, then I flew back. Shoo! Big thanks to you, all my YouTube viewers. For you, I got this chance to this exotic place where I could work, make some money, and make another pub owner to touch his dreams, and all this came because of you. So write down in the comments below if you want me to keep making similar vlogs where I get to travel and teach how I work visually, Resolume wise, Mad Mapper wise, or depends, or lighting or visual content, everything. Hi, my name is Zunayed Sabbir Ahmed and I'm from a beautiful country called Bangladesh. And hey, if you wanna get awesome, check out these videos now. See you there.